If you're skilled but still can't score consistently, this video is for you. Most players think the answer is more moves, more handles, more practice on the ball. But here's the truth. Scoring isn't about more moves. It's about making the right reads, at the right time, in the right spot. In the next minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 pillars that separate players who score every game from players who go cold the moment the defense locks in. No fluff. Let's get into it. Before we build anything, we need to tear something down. Ask most players why they can't score, and they'll say the same thing. I need to work on my handles. I need a better crossover. I need to be faster. Wrong. Watch this clip.
There yet, just as much as it's not there throughout the whole team. This is only the 3rd NBA game that these guys have been playing together. How about the defense?
That player has moves. Great moves, actually. So what happened? The defense had time to recover. All that dribbling gave them a free reset. By the time the shot went up, every defender was exactly where they needed to be. Now watch this.
How talented this young 76ers team is. Westbrook attacks, runs right.
Same skill level, completely different result. The difference isn't talent, it's decision-making. Dribbling more isn't scoring more. Reading the defense is scoring more. All right, first pillar. And this one alone will change how you approach every possession. Most players are trying to create separation. They want to shake their defender, get them completely out of position, then attack. But here's the shift in mindset. You don't need separation, you need advantage. Advantage means any moment where the defense is at a disadvantage, even slightly. A defender on their heels, a slow closeout, a mismatch. Any of those moments is your green light. Attack the weak foot on closeouts. When a defender flies at you to contest, they're almost never perfectly balanced. Identify which foot they're closing out on. That's your attack angle. If their right foot is planted, you go left. You're not beating them with speed. You're beating them with direction. Make the defense commit. First, use your eyes. Use a shot fake. You're trying to get the defender to react, then you punish their reaction. Great scorers don't guess, they bait. The whole point of Pillar 1 is this. Stop trying to beat everyone off the dribble from scratch. Look for the advantage the game is already giving you, and take it. Now, second pillar. And this one surprises a lot of players. Speed matters, but timing matters more. You can be the fastest guy on the floor and still get stopped every drive because you're attacking at the wrong moment. Great scorers don't rush, they strike. There's a big difference between those two things. Rushing means you go whenever. Striking means you wait for the exact right window, and then you explode. Attack after a jab. The jab step only works if you're willing to follow it. When you jab and your defender jumps, that's your cue. Strike the moment you see the flinch. Attack after a defense rotation. If you're off the ball and a rotation just happened, a helper just collapsed on a drive, for example, find your spot fast. That helper's original assignment is now open. The offense creates these moments. Learn to read them. Timing is the thing that takes raw athleticism and turns it into consistent points. The move was never the problem. The when is the problem. Third pillar. This one might be the most honest conversation in basketball, shot selection. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. A bad shot is still a bad shot, even if it goes in. Basketball is a game of percentages, and the best scorers in the world, the ones who stay efficient throughout a season, not just one hot game, are ruthless about shot quality. Know your zones. Every player has a heat map, the spots on the floor where they shoot a high percentage. You need to know yours, not what you think your zones are, your actual zones, based on what you've seen work consistently. Get to those spots on purpose. Pull up versus drive. Read the defense. When a defender backs off, that's an invitation to pull up. When a defender overplays, that's an invitation to drive. A lot of players ignore these cues and just do what they're comfortable with. That's not scoring. That's habit. Let the defense dictate the decision. Pillar 4, and this is one that separates the players who are dangerous around the rim from the players who are just near the rim. Most players avoid contact. They'll adjust mid-drive to go around a defender, take a tougher angle, avoid the body, because they don't want to collide. But listen, if you avoid contact, you avoid points. Great finishers aren't afraid of bodies in the lane. They go through them, off them, around them, and they draw fouls doing it. Use contact to your advantage. When a defender is under you, a slight lean-in draws the foul. When they're in front of you, a Euro step, or gather that makes contact instead of avoids it, often gets the call. You have to want the contact. Finish off 2 feet in traffic. A lot of missed layups in traffic happen because the player tries to finish off 1 foot at full speed. 2 feet gives you stability, balance, and the ability to absorb contact and still convert. Practice power finishes. They work at every level. Use angles, not just athleticism. The best finishers aren't the most athletic. They use the backboard intelligently. They go to the side of the rim away from the defender's hand. They use body angles to protect the ball. Angles beat athleticism in traffic. The mindset shift is simple but important. Stop trying to avoid defenders at the rim. Learn to use them. Last pillar, and you could argue this one is the foundation of all the others. Mindset, specifically, the mindset of a scorer. Because there's a version of everything we've talked about today that falls apart the moment you miss 2 shots in a row, and there's a version that holds. Scorers don't ask permission. That means a few things. Short memory. Miss a shot, next play, you're still looking to score, not looking to pass it off, not looking to earn your way back into the offense. You missed. That's basketball. The next possession is a blank slate. The best scorers in history have terrible shooting nights. The difference is they don't carry it. Confidence that doesn't depend on makes real scoring. Confidence isn't based on whether your last shot went in. It's based on your process, your reads, your footwork, your preparation. A good shot that didn't fall is still a good shot. Trust the process, not the outcome. Next play. Always. This is a rhythm game. The moment you start thinking about misses, you're out of rhythm. The only thought that matters is, what is this next possession asking for? Stay in the moment, stay aggressive, give the defense a reason to respect you every time down the floor. Whether you've scored in the last 2 minutes or not, scoring is a skill, but it's also a decision. And the decision is, I'm going to be a threat every single possession. No apologies, no hesitation, no waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. That's the mindset. And once you have it, combined with everything else we've covered, the advantages, the timing, the shot selection, the finishing, the game opens up in ways you haven't felt before. All right, that's the 5 pillars. Attacking advantage, timing over speed, smart shot selection, finishing mentality, scorer mindset. You don't need to be the most talented player on the floor to score consistently. You need to be the smartest player on the floor. If you want more scoring breakdowns like this, with real game film, real concepts, subscribe. I'm dropping these every week, and drop a comment right now. Tell me, which of these 5 pillars is your biggest struggle? I read every single one, and your answer might be the next video. See you in the next one.